Welcome back, folks. Hurricanes and Twisters, two iconic eateries here in Albuquerque. The man behind those restaurants has recently set out on a unique foodie venture, one that is very near and dear to his heart. Sitting above the bar at Stripes Biscuit Company on Gibson, Private First Class Frank "Hurricane" Hines looks on at his son's latest creation.
He was a mentor. You know, he was a fantastic man, extremely kind, great humor. You talk with your friends nowadays and you always hear the person, oh I had a tough upbringing and on and on. I had very supportive parents, and he had a huge impact on me, and they leave us too soon. And so you always wonder, okay, if they're up there, I hope he's, getting to look down and see that we're doing something kind of in his name and for him. He's just a great man. Anyone that knew him would agree.
His son, Gary Hines, found a way to marry his passion for food and love for our veterans in a unique dining experience to Albuquerque.
The business idea at the time was going to start something new. You better have something that could maybe be a destination restaurant versus competing with everybody on the block. And we all know how many restaurants are in Albuquerque. It's loaded. So it has to be, our thoughts were that it has to be something different that people will say, hey, I want to give that a try.
So Gary opted to focus on a growing trend that had yet to stake its claim in the landscape of Albuquerque eateries: biscuits.
We have to make them 24 at a time by hand. We have to use frozen butter crystals that we shave. We put it in the dough, and when these biscuits are baking, those butter crystals are exploding in the biscuit. And it's a definitely different taste.
A different taste and a different business model. Stripes Biscuit Company does more than tip its hat to our servicemen and women. As the son and father-in-law of military men and a volunteer at the VA hospital, Gary is literally putting his money where his mouth is by donating 15% of his net proceeds to the hospital.
I've never been good at asking for money. So when you get into those volunteer positions and you have to hit up all your friends and everyone, I could never do it. And I figured what a great way to do something that I knew how to do, which was restaurants, and possibly, hopefully be successful where we have a donational amount that's sustaining, year after year that we can give to the VA hospital.
Stripes has become famous in its short time here in Albuquerque, first for their massive portions.
Most of our sandwiches are biscuit. The best seller is a buttermilk chicken, cheddar, smoked bacon smothered with gravy, biscuit on top. Anyway, these are skewered and they're like 6 to 8 inches tall. Everything's scratch at this restaurant, so the gravies, even as much as the honey butter and the fresh strawberry jam that we put on the biscuit are all made daily here. So it's quite an undertaking when you're cooking everything from scratch basically.
They're also known for their decor, one that shares hundreds of stories through decades of service.
These are all basically our locals or have some a relative that's local, and we never thought it would have the impact that it did. Everyone, it's been so interesting in this job just listening to the stories behind a lot of these pictures. Some folks passed away, some relatives, some still in the service, but it's amazing how we get to interact with the customer, and they're all so proud that, they all want to have their picture on the wall. We would have times where people will wait and we'll have all kinds of tables open, but they'll say, I need this table right here. And we're going, but the rest, look, my dad and my brother are on the wall and they would kill me if they knew I sat somewhere else in the restaurant. Just unbelievable stories. So it almost gives you the chills on your arm sometimes, to really look at them all.
Stripes has exploded with success since its grand opening in February of 2018. Going from 1 to 4 locations in the metro area. It's the latest chapter of the success story written by Gary Hines, one that his father undoubtedly looks on with pride.
Dad, I think I found a way to make an impact, and I love you, and wish you were here with me enjoying it.
Now, Stripes' first location is located on Gibson near San Pedro, across from the VA hospital. If you want more information on their other locations, just head over to NewMexicoLivingLocal.com.